So joint replacements are great, and it really, this is like where I can get up here and tell you how great of a job joint replacement does. When you look at it from, someone asked me what the MPH is, and it's for a master's in public health. I like to look at things in the big picture. And there's no surgery that we have in any country which for buck is a better surgery. It gets people back to doing what they're doing, being productive, and out of less work. It's a wonderful surgery, and for the most part, there's not much we can do to improve it other than get rid of it, which is my hope. Someday I'll laugh with my grandkids about how I used to have to cut hips off. But that's what we do nowadays. And it's a wonderful surgery, and knees are too. And it really has proven long-term durability, way longer than any car you'll ever buy nowadays. So if you want to look at that, you were asking how long do they last. I think if you asked somebody 10 years ago, they'd say it lasts about 10 to 12 years. I think that was the normal response. Some studies that we looked at recently have shown that at 20 years, 90% are doing great. Now, of those 10%, that doesn't mean that the 10% are having revisions. It just means that there's some issues, 20 years out. So a number I try and maybe tell people is 20 years. And it all depends on your activity levels. If you're a paraglider and you're trying to do these crazy activities where you're really pounding those joints, it's going to last less. But how many cars do you know that are around 20 years from now? 90% of the model. There's zero. So
hers.
Huh?
She's got a 20-year model.
She's got a 20-year model?
She's going to drive it into the ground.
Perfect. Well, that's great. It's a rarity nowadays. So if I was shopping for joints the way I am with cars, I'd be much happier when I'm buying a car. Yes?